Now let's talk to Dr. Marco Ruggiero. He's from the University of Florence in Italy, who supports the view that the public has been misinformed about HIV. Dr. Ruggiero, thanks very much indeed for joining us. Now, you are holding a separate AIDS conference there in Vienna. Why? What do you try to achieve?
Well, I've been at both conferences. I've been at the conference organized by Dr. Christian Fiala on the 16th and 17th, and I'm also attending the 18th International Conference on AIDS that is going on in these days. And I presented two different sets of data. At the conference hosted by Dr. Fiala, I presented some demographic data from my region, Tuscany, in Italy, that put some questions on the accepted dogma that HIV is the only cause for AIDS. And at the other conference I shall present data demonstrating that stimulation of the immune system can help getting rid of the virus, which might be a revolution in therapy and might confirm the words of Professor Montagnier, who say that if you have a good immune system, you can get rid of the virus within a few weeks. Actually, these data have been produced in collaboration with an American scientist of Japanese ancestry, Professor Nobuto Yamamoto, who gave us a protein to stimulate the immune system, and we have produced some data, and we shall present those data on Thursday, demonstrating that actually a powerful stimulation of the immune system can really help to get rid of the virus. So I don't think that those two positions are so antithetic.
Okay.
Yes, but go ahead.
Let me just interrupt here. It's getting quite complicated here. But are you saying in effect that the public has been misled in the way the public has been misled in the past over the likes of mad cow disease or perhaps bird flu, swine flu? Are you linking that situation with the AIDS epidemic?
Well, to some extent, at least the focus has been only on HIV as the only cause of AIDS, and if this proves not to be the case, at least in all cases, then there has been a misleading. Not only that, but to find a cure could be extremely difficult, because if there are other causes, then to focus only on HIV could be misleading in this respect.
But you're going surely against the World Health Organization, all those eminent doctors and professors who've been meeting in Vienna. You're a doctor yourself. What sort of reaction are you getting from the medical world with your view?
Well, to say the truth, in Italy we don't have any adverse reaction, and as a matter of fact we can teach freely that there are at least alternative views on AIDS, and we can teach this freely at the university. And actually we have been sponsored by the public health system of our region, who gave us the possibility to attend those two conferences. So we don't get any adverse reaction, and as a matter of fact our data seem to confirm the words of Professor Montagnier. So I think that in this respect, yeah.
So go ahead, wait a minute. Something like over 30 million people infected by HIV/AIDS. So are you saying to them, actually, they could have been treated in a different way and they wouldn't be suffering, or possibly the future looking very bleak and dying from this? Are you saying perhaps they've got it all wrong over the last year, since the early 80s?
Well, I can tell you that just last year, this professor from Japan, Professor Yamamoto, published a paper published in the prestigious Journal of Medical Virology, demonstrating that HIV infection can be eradicated. That's the exact word that he used, and this has been published, by stimulating the immune system. So this means eradication of HIV infection, or of signs of HIV infection. And so if this will be confirmed on larger clinical trials, because that was just a small scale clinical trial, then yes, I can tell you that HIV infection can be eradicated by properly stimulating the immune system. It's not so easy, but yes, we can say that there could be alternative cures that have already been published, and we are just confirming with our data those results.
Well, very interesting to hear what you have to say. Thanks very much indeed for joining us here on RT and sharing this your views. Dr. Marco Ruggiero from the University of Florence in Italy, joining us there in Vienna. Thanks very much.